All those opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, item E, Finance Division. Okay, so Mr. Yeager, will you take us into this next agenda item?
Yes.
This is Robert Chisel. I thought I'd start out with this and then turn it over to Courtney. And I just wanted to start by stating how proud and pleased I have been to be part of such an excellent and professional and dedicated team at the RSCVA. And in particular, I want to highlight the finance team, Courtney, Janine, Maria, Robert Douglas, the IT team of Chris and Rick, and the operations team of Trent and Jose. This great team, along with the rest of the RSCVA, worked through the pandemic doing any job or task asked of them at all hours of all days. They have analyzed, reviewed, and done the increased day-to-day work with reduced staff. I'm very proud of the team who have not taken a break. Our team had an employee who had major surgery, which was scheduled to work around RSCVA processes and work through convalescence, and an employee whose family member literally had brain surgery, and they continued to work during the operation and recovery. This dedication to RSCVA and the community is beyond comparison, and I'm extremely proud to have been part of them and their team. The credit to bring the RSCVA through the worst of the pandemic to such a good financial condition lies with this team and the RSCVA team as a whole. And based upon the cash balances in the general fund at 10 million as of December 31st and over 9.5 million in debt service, the RSCVA is in good financial condition as I leave for my retirement. And our financial position was positively received by the rating agencies in our calls yesterday. As the team looked for and continues to look for savings, this item that you're seeing before you today provides tremendous savings and is presented to you thanks to the help from our bond counsel and bond advisor, J&A Consulting. This refunding, although it is shortly after the last refunding, will continue to help the financial condition of the RSCVA today and for years to come. And I wish the RSCVA and everyone the best of luck. And I'll turn it now over to Courtney, who will go into more detail. Courtney?
Thanks, Robert. So for the record, Courtney Jaeger, Director of Finance. Before we dive into the details, I wanted to introduce the others on the call today who've been working with us on this refunding. So on the line with J&A Consulting, we have John Peterson. With Sherman and Howard, we have Kendra Follett. And with Washoe County, we have Christine Bulatich and Lori Cook. They've all been tremendously helpful with this bond refunding, and it's been our pleasure to work with them so far. So as you're all aware, the bonds we are discussing today are refunding bonds only, with no new funding being requested and no extension of maturity dates. A little history on these bonds. The bonds were issued originally in 1999 for the expansion of the convention center, and they were refunded in 2011. In 2019, another refinancing occurred where we took advantage of lower interest rates. That 2019 refunding resulted in interest savings of 9.1 million. With this current refunding, we are anticipating savings of approximately 7.5 million over the remaining life of the bonds, with the final bond payment being on January 1st, 2033. We are not extending the life of the bonds with this refunding. These refunding bonds will be supported by pledged revenues, which includes the 6% general room license tax and the proceeds of the 2% license tax that is imposed upon the rental of transient lodging within Washoe County. So currently, the outstanding principal balance of the bonds is 85.9 million. And for a little context about the annual impact of this refunding and the prior refunding in 2019, back in 2017, our debt payments averaged 9.6 million annually. Our estimated debt payments after this refunding will be approximately 8.7 million per year, which is a great savings for the RSCVA. Included in your board packet today is the bond resolution and other information related to the refunding. I also want to take some time right now to review the timeline with you and talk about some of the actions that have already happened and what's left to accomplish before closing on April 6th. So on December 3rd, as you'll remember, the RSCVA board approved the delegation of the bond resolution. On December 10th, the RFP was distributed for underwriting services. On January 14th, after reviewing proposals, we selected an underwriter. We chose RBC with Wells Fargo as the secondary. On January 22nd, we began work on the preliminary offering statement. February's been a busy month as well. On February 10th, we had our document review call, and we continued working on the preliminary offering statement. Yesterday, we had our ratings calls with Moody's and S&P, and as Robert mentioned, our financial position was well received. We are anticipating receiving those ratings on March 4th. On March 9th, we will bring the bond ratification to the Board of Washoe County Commissioners for approval, and we will keep going full speed ahead through pricing that will occur the week of March 22nd and keep working toward the April 6th close. So today we're asking for your approval for the resolution authorizing the issuance of the refunding bonds. So I'll go ahead now and open it up to any questions.
All right, any questions from the board? That's just how good you are, Courtney. Good job. Okay, no questions. All right, with that being said, then I guess do you have anything else to add, Courtney?
I know that's everything. If there's no questions, that summarizes all of it.
Okay, well, you're making this a little too easy on us. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for your hard work and the entire team's hard work. And Mr. Fizzle, I know what a rock star he is because I've worked with him over at the city. So you guys are phenomenal. I appreciate such hard work during such a difficult time. You guys really have shown how capable you are and really what a dynamic team you've put together. So thank you. Great job. Okay, so at this time, go ahead, Councilwoman Bybee.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would just like to thank the team for their hard work. I know when we've been able to refinance bonds, it's always a happy day in the city because anytime you can save any money, any of our taxpayer dollars, and make it go, more efficiently and help our fiscal situation is just an awesome thing. And so I can't thank the team enough, Mr. Chisholm, for your leadership on this. And who can say, $7.5 million is a huge savings. So the ability to do that is always welcome, but I know it takes a lot of work to do that on your behalf and your team. So I want to thank you for that. And Madam Mayor, I am prepared to make a motion if you're ready.
Yes, please do.
Okay, I move to approve the written resolution as presented, authorizing the issuance of the Washoe County, Nevada General Obligation Limited Tax Reno Sparks Convention and Visitors Authority refunding bonds, additionally secured with pledged revenues, Series 2021.
All right, thank you. I have a motion from Councilwoman Bybee. May I get a second?
A second.
All right, thank you. I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, great job. Good job, Courtney. Thank you, Robert. Great job.
Mayor, can I
Okay.
make a comment if possible?
Yes, please.
I just want to recognize Robert, Courtney, and team. They've been tremendous, certainly since I arrived here. While we're going to lose Robert, and we're absolutely going to miss him, he's done a tremendous job, not only with this, but getting us into the new facility and just leading the finance team. And I just want to go on public record as saying, thank you, Robert. I wish you the very best in your next journey, and thanks for making me feel so welcome. I absolutely appreciate that. And Courtney, thank you for all you've done and all that you will do, and to the rest of the team, absolutely appreciate your support.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so Madam Clerk, board member comments regarding items for future meetings. Does anyone have anything they'd like to propose? All right, seeing that there are none, there's one I would like to propose is an advisory board on downtown facilities. It's one of the things that we've talked about for actually many years on this board, as long as I can remember, that has never actually been put in place. But I think it's probably about time, especially looking at how to activate the bowling stadium and the other facilities downtown, especially coming out of the pandemic. So let's put that on for a future agenda item to have an advisory board put together, how we can activate those facilities in a much better way. So, okay, at this time, any public comment? Madam Clerk.
Madam Mayor, we do not have any public comment at this time. Just another note for the record that the public comment will be added to the meeting minutes, and they are posted currently on the RSCVA website under public comments in the board packets. Both the comment from Mr. David Smith and Mr. James Wilson are posted there at this time.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to ask for a a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, I've got a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries unanimously, and I'm going to assume this is going to be the easiest meeting of your entire day. So with that being said, make it a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.
Thank you, everybody.
For those still on the line, look forward to seeing you at our March board meeting. Thanks for coming in.